Blitz changes are here, reducing low quality time. So awesome, baby. Well, maybe they're not all they're cracked up to be, but we are going to discuss all of the changes to Blitz and the rest of the blog post in this video, guys. So if you're ready for that, look for that like button and you know what to do with it. Smash that thing, baby.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel, and I hope you're having a great weekend. We got a blog post last night, and most of it is very, very positive, but it is a mixed bag as usual, guys. So we're going to be discussing it in this video. Blitz changes, Cyclops becoming farmable, some changes to the raid store as well. So we're going to discuss all of that, guys, and look back at some of the early roadmaps and the mid roadmap. See if they've kind of lived up to what they say they're going to do. So without further ado, guys, let's go check out that blog post. Boom, here we are. And like I said, it is a mixed bag. There's some good, there's some not so good. But yes, let's start with this right here. I think this is pretty good. Daily milestones. For 11 days, fight in arena, blitz, and raid battles with characters possessing the limited time trait, mentorship. And this is something I know you guys were asking about on live streams. What is this trait? When we were looking at these characters, there's like a student and teacher for some of them. Well, this is what it's for. You're using these characters in these game modes. You're going to earn points and you're going to get these milestones. And what are the rewards? Superior and advanced gear. And I hope it's a lot of mini uniques personally, because yes, that is a big bottleneck for people trying to get into Dark Dimension 3, trying to get into Dark Dimension 4, the upcoming Dark Dimension 4 with that all important Dr. Doom reward, guys. So very, very good. And just by playing the game, using these characters, you're getting stuff. So I always like these. If you want to go in and see who has that mentorship trait now, it is in the game. You can use your filter in the roster screen so you can see who has that trait. So you can kind of plan ahead for this event. No date on this, but I'm expecting this sometime next week. Login calendar, always good, guys. Just by logging in, getting things like gold reward, gold orbs, gear credits, various gear, always a good thing, guys. So this is very positive. Bonus events, this was a little questionable. Quarter blitz. Oh, you know, this has always been a very questionable bonus to the players, because what it essentially does is allows players to score higher at blitz. Not really the most player friendly thing to drive up the blitz scores, but that's kind of what this is do. So this is not a positive in my opinion. I know for people that like to blitz, this allows them to blitz more, score more, but for a lot of players that's kind of burned out with blitz already, this is just kind of increasing that burnout right here. So not a huge fan of this, but it is what it is. Raid frenzy, this is a good thing though. 20% cost reduction for raid energy, heals, revives, and raids. Always a good thing. I love when they do these, and I hope that you could coordinate this with your alliance so that this you guys make a push on this day, whenever this is. Hopefully they do announce a date for this, you know, with more than 24 hours notice, so that your alliance can plan for a big push on whatever raid difficulty that you guys are at. All right, now the big thing, guys, the Blitz improvements. And we got three major ones here that they're going to talk about. One I like, two are questionable. So let's talk about them. They talk about the 2020 preview blog. We're gonna go back to that and see if they really fulfilled what they said they were gonna do in this. And then we'll go back to that early one too, to see if they fulfilled that one as well. But let's talk about these changes. The first update you'll notice is that we're limiting the number of chargeless attacks for characters to 8 per 24-hour period, with 2 hours between each refresh. What the heck? This is not a big change that's affecting most players, in my opinion. 16 hours of this is still requiring 16 hours of blitzing, and even if you're blitzing at tier 1, just going through auto, that's still gonna take about 20 minutes per rotation. So it's actually taking more than 16 hours, guys, if you're trying to do this. So I don't think this does what it says it's going to do. I think this whole sentence is just fluff right here. This is meant to allow more flexibility in your day when you're making a run at top spot by choosing when to use limited number of attacks. No, not really, not at all. Not unless you are someone that normally stays up for more than 24 hours. Then during that 16 hours of blitzing, then you got flexibility. But yeah, for most people, this is nothing. This is just this. Honestly, you know what this does? This is not that bad, because what this is doing is trying to reduce the blitz botters. I don't know. This is not doing what it says it's gonna do. This in my mind, this is just meant to combat the blitz botters. If it was like 4 attacks for a 24-hour period or 6 attacks, I could see their point. Maybe it's giving us more flexibility, but 8, 16 hours, and not good, not good. All right, this next one, this is actually pretty good. Next, we've improved the reward structure for multi-day character blitzes. The only numbered rank rewards will be for the top 100 players, and players in the top percentile brackets will earn more shards than they currently do. So most players should see more character rewards. So in my opinion, this is a good thing if it's doing what it says it's going to do. Obviously, it may not be. The numbers may not add up because it said most players. So there may be a certain percentage of players that actually see less rewards, but this is probably a very good thing, especially if it appears in game like it is written here, but we'll have to see. I'm expecting something positive, but we could be surprised with this. All right, and third of these major blitz changes coming, we've also updated point calculations. Winning matches is now much more valuable in terms of points awarded. As a result, we're slightly reducing the points awarded when taking on very powerful opponents. This could be not very good. I'm not sure what the reduction is. I'm not sure what in the points that they're awarding with powerful opponents and what they're going to do to give more points for weaker teams. This could be very bad, driving up blitz scores and even incentivizing people to use more blitz bots. Well, this is kind of reducing the amount of blitz bot runs you could do. This flattening out the amount of points your teams can score, I think can incentivize people to have more blitz spotting. I'm not in favor of this. Intention here is to reward opponent selection, team construction, and battle strategy. Place less emphasis on steamrolling opponents with a higher collection power. I know what it says their intention is here, but I just think that this is going to make it more grindy, make people need to use more of their teams, and make this more of a grindy mode. Two of these changes I'm not big fans of. This one, I'm waiting and seeing, but let's go back to that 2020 preview blog and see if these changes are kind of what they said. Now, this is the middle one right here. This is the one that came out July 20th, the Doom Rising preview. And in it, they talk about blitz adjustments. And I think they've kind of done what they said here. I'm a little disappointed in the actual details that we got just now, but when Blitz is a great mode to flex the might of your entire roster, there's several parts we would like to improve. First, updating and flattening the reward structure for Blitz. Rank rewards will have less variance in how many shards players in the top brackets will get. This is pretty much a good thing. That was the second point that we talked about. So giving more rewards, more shards is a better thing. The thing that worries me is that says most players should see more rewards. We'll see when this new reward structure comes out, though. I'm expecting it to be a positive thing, but I think they did that. Second, to give players more flexibility in their day, we're limiting the number of free refreshes each player can get in a 24-hour period. I think they did a horrible job of this. 8 in a 24-hour period, 2 hours between. That does not reduce it much at all. It should have been a lot more. Instead of a 16-hour period, maybe a 12-hour period would have done this, but they did not live up to that at all, in my opinion. 16 hours, not at all. Third, we're revisiting point calculations to significantly increase the value of winning matches and somewhat reduce the points for taking on extremely powerful opponents. They did that. I don't think that's a good thing, though, but we're also, now this is the promising thing here, guys. I hope those aren't the only changes, because this is the positive thing. We're also looking at ways to reduce overall time in Blitz to allow you to focus on other parts of the game. More info to come later in 2020. So this initial wave of Blitz changes that we're seeing, I don't think it did anything to reduce overall time in Blitz. Not with the 8 and 2 hour cooldowns, but this is promising. Maybe later on there's more things to come to reduce the time spent in Blitz. I hope so, because these changes that we just saw, not very good as far as that. And this is addressed in this early 2020 update, is reducing low quality time. Another thing the team is looking into is to reduce the low quality time that players spend in modes like Blitz. I don't think they've done a good job of that so far. Actually, I think with the milestones and some of these other things, I think importance spending time on Blitz has actually been increased. So I don't think they've done a good job of reducing low quality time and just boring time. You know, spending time on auto, tier 1 auto blitzing, that is not reducing low quality time. That's increasing low quality time in my opinion. Well, let's get back to this blog post. Like I said, hopefully there's more changes Blitz coming in 2020, guys. Raid store updates. This is a positive, guys. The Blackboard has dropped off the Raid Store's newest addition, Cyclops. No word on what is gonna get added yet, but very, very good. Cyclops is becoming farmable. This is always a positive thing. We've also added another 3 slots, 1 reserved for characters and 2 for orange gear. This is very, very good. This allows, because there's a lot in that that Raid Store. There's a lot in that War Store, in that rotation. Hopefully they add more slots to the Raid Store and the War Store in the future. I think this is a good change coming right here. So because yes, it allows players to get less RNG, not just in farming these characters, but in actually getting these characters to show up in your story. You get an increased chance because of this. Upcoming blitzes, both of these are good in my opinion. Gives players that have to blitz very, very hard kind of a time off. Baron Mordo, pretty good blitz for newer players, especially if you don't have Phoenix. He is a villain mystic controller, so would help with that Phoenix unlock. So that is a good thing right there. And also coming is Colossus, so also helping Phoenix right there. That is the protector of Phoenix. So next week looks like a Phoenix type of blitz situation. And then we have the Tangled Web Shuri is coming back. So that is the blog post. Let me know what you guys thought of it. All in all, positive changes. There are some negatives like we talked about for the Blitz changes, but I do like that they're increasing the rewards. I just hope that Blitz gets less and less grindy and they reduce the low quality time in that even more, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it though. What do you want to see change in Blitz? Do you think that 16-hour window is still too much? Would you like to see it reduced down to 12, maybe 8? What do you think is a good time for Blitz mode to be active? The number of refreshes that we could use in a day. Let me know your thoughts, guys, because hopefully there are more changes to Blitz coming. Very unhappy, very, very happy, excuse me, with the Raid Store updates, guys. Cyclops being added, adding additional lines in there, I think is a good thing. Let me know your thoughts on that as well, guys. I will see you guys next time. Make sure you check me out on social media. Check out the links down below. Worldwide Nutrition. Get your discount with the code ValleyFlyin25 for all your great subs. And I will see you guys next time. Give me a Hulk fist bump before you go. ValleyFlyin out.